Hello everyone, my name is Alvin Ye, and this is my capstone presentation for Gen Ed 1038 Sleep. And my capstone topic is decline sleep duration. So little is being done to kind of the decline in sleep duration among children and adolescents over the past century. And in this presentation, I will try to tackle this problem. So now let's talk about some background. There's like a lot of the decline is real. So there's like a average of 0.46 or like a median of 0.75 minutes per year decline in children's sleep duration over the past 100 years. And the older you are, the more severe the decline is. And boys have is suffering from a higher decline than girls, and the decline is more severe during school days. And it kind of varies among different regions. Australia, people get more sleep, but Asia, USA, and Europe, people get fewer sleep. And also like the puberty is also contributing to a shift towards later sleep times. So let's talk about some historical context. The start of the decline, the specific time is pretty hard to pinpoint, but we can tell that we can. But what we know is that the problem has been there for decades, and it gets more severe after the introduction of blue light emitting devices. Also, like some increased societal demands such as work and schooling pressures, and this relates to one of the lecture concepts, which is artificial light, especially short wavelength light, which is blue light. Blue light at night between dusk and dawn impacts sleep, performance, and health. Yeah. So next let's talk about the health and safety consequences of getting fewer sleep. We might have impaired cognitive function. We are more likely to get like mental health issues. We have higher risk for physical health problems, and we have poor immune functions, and more likely to get fatigue as shown on the by the research of British people, British kids. And this also relates to one of the lecture concepts, which is early morning start times in high school students induce sleep deficiency in adolescents and have been associated with degraded academic performance, impaired mood, increased risk taking, and an increased risk of motor vehicle crashes. And these are all the health and safety consequences that might result from sleep deficiency. And from the diagrams on the slide, you can tell that the more sleep restrictions you have, the more negative effects are reported by both adolescents and the parents. There are also societal risks and impacts. We might have higher healthcare costs, relationships might be damaged, we have decreased productivity, we have higher accident risk, we have lower academic performance, and we might have an increased dropout rate if we have declining sleep durations and also me skipping lectures. Yeah, and you can tell from the news on the slide, there's like a teen who is fatigue driving, and that caused like 4 people being killed. So that is like a very severe societal or safe consequence. So there are some past interventions being done to trying to tackle the problem. We have some public health campaigns, such as like sleep education, behavior change methods, and something you can see on the slide, and they some of them are pretty helpful. They have some strengths being like the like potential. They have the potential for broad reach and impact because they are targeting everyone and everyone have the access to these resources. And also you have like something like late school start times. They might have a direct benefit of allowing adolescents to obtain more sleep, but whether they want to go to sleep, it's up to themselves. We only give them the choice of getting more sleep. So sometimes it's not that helpful. So now we have the weaknesses. These things are not the regulations. They're like educations or something. So people might just ignore them and keep like not getting sleep or something. And there might be difficulty of changing entrenched behaviors and societal norms because people may prioritize as work over sleep. And there might be some logistical challenges such as schools like they cannot push back their school start time because they have some mandatory things to do or something like that. Yeah. And there are some barriers to reform, such as like the resistance from people such as school administrators and parents, because still like they wish their kids to perform better and they think that they need to work harder. So sleep less, work harder. My parents are like that because I'm from China, right? And there's like pervasive influence of technology and screen time. We are surrounded by these blue light emitting devices, and they are gonna make you harder to fall asleep and having worse sleep quality. And there are some lack of comprehensive policy support for widespread changes in school start time. Policies are is very helpful, but then we don't have these kind of things because like so that it's mostly voluntary for people to get fewer sleep to get more sleep. So sometimes that's another barriers for the implementation of these like uh, education campaigns. And we also need for further research to convince the policymakers of the long-term benefits of such interventions. So I have a solution, which is to have a sleep education, but specifically targeting parents, teachers, and school administrators. And we might have a sleep competition among kids. So they're targeting the parents and teachers, so the parents and teachers know that, oh, we need to give the kids more space to have more sleep, and we can tell the school administrators that, oh, you have to give your kids more chances to get more sleep, and also we need to tell the kids that you need to have more sleep. So the timeline is going to be by mid the 21st. Sorry about the typo. Start from the public health. We start the public health campaign through developing an online sleep education course that's mandatory for both students and parents, with the name of Harvard University. I will talk about why later. So by September the 1st, we will popularize the courses and promote them to schools and colleges and start the sleep competition. And by the end of 2024, we can progressively try to push back school times and lower the workload because the school administrators are already educated with by our course, and the rest is up to the parents. There are some barriers, yes. There is some difficulty in promotion because like people might just ignore the course or something. First of all, we have the name of Harvard University. It's a glorious name. People are more likely to believe us and click into the link if they see something about sleep with Harvard in its name. And we can make the course mandatory, like the 1009 and alcohol drug course, and we can use the social media, which is a very powerful tool when we try to popularize or promote our course. But like it might not be effective because people still prioritize work over sleep. We might make the policymakers to decrease the work time because we have the course to help them to educate to get more educated to know more about getting fewer more sleep. So they might help us to make some regulations about like getting more sleep. And also like Harvard University, the name is very helpful. The competition is helpful. We have award incentives. You can have like extra credits or like money as incentives. So with that, people might say, "Oh, okay, I just ignore the work. I might get some sleep. I can't get awards from sleeping. Why don't I just go to sleep?" Right? Yeah. So what about the expected impact of my solution? Parents might support their children to sleep longer, which is good. So now they're prioritizing sleep over work. People might we can raise awareness about sleep, and so that the kids know they need more sleep, and can create a virtuous cycle by the fact that like the kids know they need more sleep, so they're gonna tell their kids to get more sleep, and it will go on. And we might have better performances everywhere. We have a higher productivity. We have everything is safer. No more fatigue driving. Everyone is healthier. And this is my reference list. And that's the end of my presentation. Thank you so much for watching.